Alright, so next is the layout on the sides. The sides need 3 dados for the 3 shelves, but we need to come up on the bottom for the 2.5 inches where it inserts into the bottom, and then the 3.5 inches down where it comes into the top. And when I cut these, it's all set up for doing the dados. I'll cut them both at the same time, and then I know that my dados are going to match. So somewhere along this line I need to figure out which is the top and which is the bottom. So I should figure out which is on the inside and which is the outside. So I'm going to use this as my inside because I think the other side looks better. So again, just tape the boards together. I could run down the seam, but I don't feel like it. Somewhere here in the middle. Alright. I hide stuff from myself. It's more fun that way. Alright, so from the top down, I know I need 3 inches. Nope, 3.5. See, good thing I looked at my measurements. I have a cheat sheet to draw my measurements on. From the bottom, I need 2.5. And so that's what inserts in both ends. In the middle now, I've got about 40 1/4, which is about what I figured. So here's my mark. I'm going to pull that to the edge. Cool. So from there, I'm going to go if I was coordinated, I could do this easier. 10 1/16. Since I can, and I know this carpenter's rule is right on the money. Should leave me 10 1/16. So that's my center line on my drawers, or on my shelves rather, not drawers, shelves. And then, so from each of those, I'll measure one side or the other 3/8, which is half of the 3/4 that they need to be. Run them through my dado stack, and I'll have the grooves all the way across. So let me get my measurements finalized, and then we'll take you to the dado stack. Alright, set up to cut the dados. Other than getting everything lined up again. The big thing about the dados is the 2 sides need to match. If they're not exactly the 10 1/16 or 10 inches from one shelf to the next, that's not vital. The main thing is that from one side to the other it matches so that your shelves don't go off directions. Alright, so the next part of this is determining which shelves go where, but also laying out for the dividers slash supports that go in between the shelves. So from the base, which is over here behind me, to the first shelf is in the middle. So more weight on this side, so this is one bottom, and it gets one dado. Now between it and shelf number two top, so the bottom of it, it gets two supports. And then from the top of this shelf to the bottom, side to my leg better. This side. So this is 3 top. I know a number from the bottom to the top. I'm backwards, can't help it. But it's from the top of this shelf to the bottom of this shelf gets one right dead center. So it ends up being a staggered, ignore my crazy numbers, but 1 and then 2 and then 1 gives it a lot of strength without adding a lot of weight. So next thing is to figure out where all these go. And just full disclosure, when I cut these a ½ inch too long, so they got to lose a ½ inch. So when I do my measurements, I'm going to start from one side and measure across so that they're all the same. When I cut the dados, so this set will get cut together. This set gets cut together, so that we get them, these two from the first shelf to the second shelf. We want to make sure those are lined up from shelf to shelf. So anyway, that's what's going on. So So 40 1/4, and I need 3 out of that. So 13, so 1 1/4. So 5 quarters. 15. Anyway, I'll do the math, get it figured out, lay it out.